Should we open up the podcast? I mean,
Rob,
I don't know that we're. Yeah, he's off to the races here.
Well, you were asking me.
I did ask.
I may not.
Before the
Don't
show.
put this in there because I may not be accurate. None
We're
of this
probably
information.
not accurate, but we're going to probably put it in there because the way we started the conversation is, what are you guys hearing in business in this new year? Things to worry about, things to be concerned about, or the upticks. I mean, what are the good things happening right now? And Rob immediately, who has a majority of the stock for AMC, our own
half the
Rob.
company.
Yes, he has the majority of the stock for AMC. I said, well, what about that? And here we are.
Well, basically, she asked me what the people on Reddit are saying.
Right, because that's where we get all of our trader information.
They're basically saying buy and hold.
We've been holding for years.
This is not financial advice.
How long do we hold?
Oh my gosh.
As long as it takes.
It's ridiculous. I'm ready to
We're going
diversify.
to crush the hedge funds.
Okay. We're going to crush the hedge funds.
But they are saying that, did you know that they created a dividend and split AMC stock from AMC? Now there's APE.
Oh, geez.
I heard about
What does
APE,
that mean? Oh, when it splits, that's a good thing for us, right?
It depends.
Or not?
It depends. But you got the same amount of stock that you had in APE that you had from AMC.
Sure.
Okay.
So you now have 21 shares of AMC and 21 shares of APE.
Nice. So it is a split.
Right, but the price went way down.
See, that's ridiculous. I want out.
But here's the deal. He's the CEO.
Buy low, right?
The CEO of AMC, Adam Aaron, is trying to reincorporate all of the APE shares back into AMC. And the reason he's doing that is because whenever the hedge funds created all these fake naked shares,
right?
Naked something.
Naked.
They now they're going to have to cover them before that stock can be reincorporated. So they're going to have to buy those back.
Oh, so maybe he cut down on the time that we would have to wait.
Right. So it's basically a huge play. And he had been like advertising that the pounce is coming.
Right.
And a lot of people think that this is it.
Well, good, baby. I'm ready to pounce. Yeah. I mean, Nicole Kidman, I thought she could save us just alone by saying, come back to the
There have been
movies.
so many people on Reddit who are like, I'm so sick of that commercial.
We're so sick of that commercial.
They're so sick of that commercial.
Yeah, see? So listen to the people.
I'm not fond of it.
Even though they spent like $25 million.
Is that what they paid her?
I don't know if they paid her that.
That's ridiculous. What have you heard? What do you know?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of interesting things from a few people that, things are going to crash this year. It's going to be
what?
Yeah.
You've been talking to skeptics.
I heard about it.
No, that's been going on for a while.
It's going to be a
minute.
little rough this year, but I think it'll be fine.
Don't listen.
As long as you double down.
When it crashes, you buy in.
Yeah.
Because it's coming back.
Are we still talking about stocks? I thought we were moving on to other business ventures.
Well,
but I'm also talking about business as well. Because if everything crashes, then people will stop spending as much money.
Yep.
No, baby.
But
don't listen.
But that's not true. That's not true at all.
Not
people
true.
are always spending money, and some people will actually double down in that area.
Investment.
And you can look up countless numbers of stories of people who doubled down in 2008 and became millionaires by 2010.
I tell you, look at it.
And
bet on yourselves.
Don't be scared. Take advantage of what's about to happen.
That's right. I loved that. A lot of these realtors are cutting commercials saying, interest rates are high, so what? Buy.
Yeah.
And then you refinance, right?
Yeah.
Not bad advice. I mean, still go get the real estate.
No, I recently thought about buying a house and flipping it and reselling it.
And why didn't you?
I thought bank account doesn't allow it.
Oh, well, you need to do more work for GM, I guess, right?
Yeah, there was I have a friend who bought a house a few years ago, and the bank even told them, buy this house because it's a great house, great price.
Right.
In 6 months, we'll get your interest rate cut in half.
That's awesome.
Like they already knew that
and they did it.
Oh yeah.
And then now it's back up.
Right, but they got it fixed.
They got it fixed.
So
right.
the other side of that, I had a friend of mine who bought a car, and the shady salesman was like, "Yeah, it's $600 a month, and you have this crazy high interest rate, but in a year you can refinance." They went back in a year, and he's like, "No, we're not going to refinance."
What?
Yeah, but you can go to any bank.
Yeah, we're not going to call that
and get a loan, and
I think
then
they
pay
had.
that other one
I think
off.
they had terrible credit.
Well, then that's their problem.
There you go.
I'll do it to you.
There you go.
But they had a $600 car payment that they had.
Well, I think that's what we did is we bought some type of insurance where it's a one-time fee, and it was fairly steep, but that one-time insurance allows you to renegotiate your interest rate at no cost. Like we could go through another closing or renegotiation there without any cost.
Well, the cost was the interest or the insurance that you were paying.
The insurance that we bought. Right. So a one-time deal. That was a pretty smart investment, I think.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
So anyway, you can tell we're not, well-versed in the stock market and real estate. I mean, we know how to meander and we know how to read Reddit, right?
Oh yeah, I'm on Reddit every day.
Yeah, and look at those.
And always consider compound interest.
Yeah.
you
Stop.
What?
Stop.
No,
You're already
hold on,
trying.
no.
You're already trying for that. I got it. Go ahead. Tell me about it.
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't even a joke.
I thought that was your soundbite for January of 2023. Like
no,
a
because
Jacobism.
it's like anything else. Like, you know, people always talk about 401ks or Roth IRAs.
Right.
Yeah.
You just put in a little bit of money every single month, and then by the time you're 65, you have $1 million or
That's
$2 million in there.
Yes.
Because people don't realize that
Brilliant.
you can just put in $100 a month and become a millionaire by the time
Starting
you retire.
at 25
Yeah.
to 20. Okay, 25 years old. If you do that,
Yeah.
$100 a month, you'll have $1 million by time of retirement because of the interest you just
Right.
spoke about, the compound interest. If you wait 10 years and you do it at 35, you just cheated yourself out of $700,000. And I know this.
I'm already past that.
And I know this because I just bought what you're talking about, the Roth IRA for my daughters for Christmas.
See, I was very blessed to have a dad that
Who did it?
forced me to start a Roth IRA with $300 when I was 19.
Brilliant.
Have you continued to put money into it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't always put the $100 into it, but I at least put 50 every month.
Right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
minimum. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I guess I'll go ahead and get mine started.
Yeah, Rob, come on.
My retirement plan is AMC.
Is AMC.
AMC.
Rob,
And we're
you have
full
to pay your
circle.
taxes first.
No, I did.
The ones for this year though.
Yeah.
I paid 2021's taxes. It was a nice $9,000 chunk out of my bank account.
Well, you know, we talked a little bit about some skeptics or whatever at the start of the podcast, but we want to get into some positivity and what you can do as an individual, a business owner, an entrepreneur, an idea, a forward thinker, you know, that type thing. Do not fall victim to phrases like this. Okay, I'm just going to lead off and then we'll kind of go down the list.
Yeah.
We've always done it this way.
Ooh.
The worst, right?
That's a bad one to do. Because change is...
My body temperature just went up 5 degrees because I am mad at that phrase.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I know it. Now, they recommend what to say instead is we've always done it this way, but let's see if it's time to change practices.
Change is good.
Change is
Especially
always
when
good.
you're doing marketing.
Did it just go down there?
I don't
a little bit.
Okay.
A
I
little
don't like
bit.
pocket change, really.
Rob.
Dun-dun-dun. All right. Yeah.
I tried
But
to
yeah.
have you guys not bring me in here.
But yeah, you have to pivot. You have to change.
You have to pivot.
Nothing ever stays the same.
That's right.
Day to day, it's always changing. I mean, look at
Yes.
Instagram's algorithm. And
Right.
we were talking about that in our last episode. Instagram algorithm is constantly changing.
every
It's
day,
hard to
every
keep
month.
up. Yeah.
It's changing.
That's on purpose. They're doing that on purpose.
Probably.
It's like Apple and those stupid charging
Well,
ports.
because they're changing to see if this works better.
Because that's not how they've
Maybe.
always done it.
That's
That's
exactly.
not how they've always done it better.
Right.
Got it. Way to go, Instagram. All right.
I knew I'd bring it full circle.
And then I love this too, sort of like, well, what you said before, and maybe we can learn from those who have come before us. Back in my day, you know, we had it worse or, you know, whatever. Back in my day, a better way to say that, back in my day, we had it much worse, and I'm so glad it's better for you. What can we change to make it even better? I love it. Look at this positivity.
That's a good
Yeah, that's
one.
good.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a good one.
the whole back in my day is like, with how fast things are changing now.
Oh, God.
Like
Can't keep
7 minutes ago was back in my day.
That is truth,
Right.
my friend. That's a very valid point.
Because you can't stick on anything that you've done in the past. You have to like reevaluate constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say the biggest thing about using the past for me is only to view mistakes and to be like, okay, how do I learn from that? And how do I not do that again?
But what's crazy is sometimes those mistakes in the future, everything changes so fast. It's like, this is what I need to do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But
true.
you're still learning from it.
you're
You're
not
like,
wrong. Yeah.
now I need to do that mistake this time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to move on here. It was interesting because
Please do.
this actually came up in our meeting today where we thought maybe a client was being a little demeaning about
Yes.
something, right? And the team just goes on point. And after you explain a little bit about this individual, they're like, oh, okay, well, it was probably a benign situation. Well, I love it when people say, so-and-so didn't mean what they said, right? When a better way is, thank you for sharing this. Let's figure out a way to support you and address this certain person's behavior, right?
That is a lot more positive.
That's
Isn't
more,
that a lot
yeah.
more positive? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times, this may be going off the rails with that, but I think a lot of times people look at the way somebody's acting and then they immediately make a judgment call and then they start like, they're like, oh, they're a terrible person.
Right.
Maybe they're having a bad day. Like I have a girl that comes and cleans my house, and one day she didn't do the greatest job. And I was like, what? Why? And then I talked to somebody who had referred her to me, and they were like, well, are you going to fire her? And I'm like, no, maybe she just had a bad day. Because like I was like very surprised.
Right.
Because it wasn't her level of quality.
Right. Because you were just going on and on and on and on and on about how good it was the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like another person showed up or something.
Yeah. So then I waited, and then the next time she came, everything was great. So I was like, yeah, just chalk it up to a bad day.
That's right.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, and I mean, not to get like too like personal, but usually an outward reflection or an outward action is always a reflection of their inward like personality, which is what you were talking about during our meeting. Is they have like a self-conscious thing going on, and so they react in these ways, not out of like being mean or demeaning, but they're actually just self-conscious.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
I still wanted to fight this individual.
You did, but you're not going to. We're lovers, not fighters. But anyway, so the other thing, moving into this new year, we all learn the hard way. When someone comes in or they call to say, hey, I'm not feeling too well today, but I'll try to power through the day. A better way to say it is I need to take it easy today, so I'm taking a sick day. We need more people to say, look, instead of coming in and coughing all over all you guys, I'm not pointing at anybody.
You just pointed at Riley.
Yeah. No.
Just for all the listeners and not the viewers.
Yes.
I synced it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But don't be afraid. Don't take advantage of that. But if you don't feel well and you're hacking on, just stay home.
Yeah. Especially if, there's so many ways for you to work from home now.
Well, but
for most people.
It depends on the industry you're in. And I'm going to look at this from the devil's advocate over here.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Because I'm going to have to on this next one. I can't believe I'm going to say it.
Some people don't make enough money to be like, I can't come into work today. They're like, I have to jeopardize everybody's safety so I can actually earn a living and pay for my children's food.
Jeez, that's essentially what they're saying. You're right.
In a sense.
You're right. Okay, this one's going to be hard for me because we're a marketing ad agency, right? Which means we answer to our clients.
I believe that's what we are, yes.
Whatever they need, whenever they need it. We really don't. I know. We need boundaries. We've talked about this because we get calls weekends. Oh, I need boundaries. Well, here's the beautiful thing, Mr. Boundary. Okay, when he has,
Winkler.
when he has the do not disturb on, is anything really going through anyway? I'm like, I know he'll pick it up tomorrow.
You have to call him twice in a row.
Or hit the do not disturb notification on there.
We already did it. Oh, and
it'll pop up.
Give it to him anyway?
Yeah.
I never do that. I'll do it sometime. I do it during regular business
Let me tell you,
hours.
Ashley does it. Every single text message she sends me. So on iPhones, if you set it to do not disturb,
I have an Android for those who don't know.
It'll pop up on the text message thread. It'll say their do not disturb is on. They are not going to be notified that you get a text message. But yeah, you can hit notify anyway, and then it'll send the notification.
You know why? Because he's been on what is it called again?
Do not disturb.
Do not disturb forever.
Oh yeah, mine is on do not disturb too now.
Forever.
Just because after talking to him, I was like, I want that peace of mind.
It's so nice.
My watch doesn't vibrate
the disease
anymore.
is spreading.
No.
My watch doesn't even vibrate
I do
anymore.
it.
I put it on
No.
do not disturb.
She texted me one day. She was like, "Why is your phone on do not disturb? What have you been doing all day?"
That's what she said to me.
That's right.
Too.
I was like, "I've been working."
I'm never. people disturb me constantly. I want to disturb others as well.
That's how you can get more work done. Is if you put your phone on do not disturb.
Okay.
It helps.
It's gonna suck for us because we're gonna be like, Angie, I need you to answer this now.
Right. Exactly.
But no,
I'm
Angie,
gonna be like, I'm on do not disturb.
So
With the pinky up.
This is actually a good lesson. Real
is a
quick.
lesson.
So on the iPhones, do not disturb. I don't know about Androids. You'll have to answer this question. You can set multiple do not disturb. So like I have a work one where all of your guys' messages will come through, and all the people that I work with like closely, I will get phone calls and messages from those
But
people
it's only during work hours.
Well, no, it's
anytime.
So I have it set so like if I am working, I have my work do not disturb on.
Oh, okay. You have to switch it.
If I'm at home, I have my personal on.
Gotcha.
If I'm at working out, I have my fitness one on, and it only allows certain people for my phone to ring.
Right.
Oh, that's
the first
smart.
time.
Yeah. I need that. You need to set my phone up for me.
It takes a minute to set it up, but it's so worth it because if you are focused on something and trying to get work done, you don't I don't care to hear from a friend about like a funny meme or something that pops up on my phone.
Right.
I'll get to it when I get to it. But if like you're trying to get a hold of me or something,
I appreciate that.
Then it comes through.
I try to respect regular business hours, but not always because Well, here's what I've done of late. Okay, of late, I've tried to preface everything with you don't have to answer now, or you don't have to answer this weekend. I'm just putting it out there because I don't want to forget, right? Because it's come to me and I want to pass it off, right? Yep. I know we have systems for that, but it doesn't always work that way. But this is easy. I mean, this is tough, but it's easy. So, can you send it to me tonight? If a client says, "Can you send it to me tonight?"
Like a project?
I'm not encouraging anybody to do this.
It's a big old negative.
What to say instead? Oh, gosh. This hurts me. Since the workday is over, we can pick it up tomorrow.
Why
I just don't.
Why does that hurt?
I don't know that we can do that.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know that I am.
I'm at peace.
Okay.
I don't know, though, because you got to have a happy client.
That's right. If the client's been waiting and say it was your mess up all day and they've been waiting, I still think we've got to get it to them.
Yeah, you didn't preface with that.
You didn't specify.
Okay.
If it is my mess up, I will stay late and get it done.
Okay.
If it is like not even close to the deadline,
right? It was just ordered,
or something,
right?
Then I'll be like,
you can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. You'll get it, first thing in the morning or something.
Right.
Or if you have other people who you're waiting on deadlines from, and then they send it to you after your business hours, like it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Like because I have to approve some things, and sometimes I'll get it. My day ends at 7, and I'll get
not
things,
always. You and I've been here many nights.
Well, I'm talking about standard
late.
Nights. There was one we were here till 1.
Oh, geez.
Working on a music video.
Here. Can you believe
Rob's trying to set a boundary for
I'm letting him boundary away, my friend.
So my day ends at 7. I've gotten text messages just like, hey, this needs to be done, or this needs to go out tomorrow morning. I need you to look at it. And I'm like, I don't even answer the text. I'm like, I'm done.
That's unlike you. Who are you doing that to?
Ashley. No, here's the deal. The reason I do that is because they knew the contract workers knew that it needed to be in before 7 p.m. so that I could check it. And if you get it in after that deadline, it's no longer my fault. It is your fault.
Yeah, but as an admin role, I think you would have to go back and not necessarily tell Ashley no, because Ashley's trying to do her job.
She knows. I've already told her.
You could maybe give like one warning, to whomever did not make the slot.
Well, I'm talking about after that. Like if it's a continual thing. Like if it's, because she sent me something the other day that needed to be sent out this morning. Or she sent it to me last night, then it'd be sent out this morning, and she's like, look, I just got this. I need you to look at it. And it was like almost 9 o'clock. And I looked at it, and I responded, and I was like, it's good to go.
Okay.
But sometimes...
And I'm guilty. I said, if it's spelled correctly and it's good sentence structure, go.
That's what he said.
Go.
But yeah, the main thing is if it's a repeat offender who's like constantly sending things, I'm like, look, it's your fault for not getting it done. I'm done. This is my boundary.
It's all my fault.
Boom.
Yep.
Dang it, Riley.
That felt strong.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is when you're a bunch of contractors, you're working different hours anyway, right? Yeah. And we need to probably streamline that. We've talked about it today. We talked about it in the meeting that it's not too hard to come together during what people deem as regular business hours. I've never had those. I don't know what that is. But I think it's a good time for us to come together. 9 to 5, okay. Come together and then you can collaborate, you can discuss things, and then it actually gives you more freedom to work in some of those off times when you have a better understanding. Because I just feel like if you're not connected, if you're not dialed in, if you haven't come in and put in the time, you're chasing your tail, man. You really are.
Yeah.
You are. Too many times.
That right there is what I was saying is why whenever they send me stuff after the deadline, I'm like, it's your fault that we missed the deadline. It's not mine.
Right.
Because the reason for that boundary is for that kind of stuff right there. Because otherwise, they're gonna wait until the end of the day and send it to you at 8 o'clock at night and expect you to do it every time.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
With a lot of other industries, maybe it's not as big a deal. I mean, we have to keep everyone social current, and the other thing we talked about today is you want to be accurate and you want to be now. But sometimes that whole today or tomorrow, or you got to give yourself a little bit of breathing room there, that if you don't get it in at midnight, you're not going to be hung when everybody starts scrolling through the
she's talking about Instagram stories that last for 24 hours. If you put it in at noon and it says today, the next day at before noon it's still saying today, and now you're confused.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's always good to set like a deadline a little bit
boundary,
bit further out, sometimes.
That's what she's trying to do that now, and maybe you guys do that with your employees or your contract workers, where you fake the date.
Yeah, exactly.
You fake the date.
I helped her figure that out because we're like,
I hate that though, because I'm like, why am I looking at this now?
Exactly.
I get so confused.
I'm like, I'm 4 days a week away.
Let's
get it done.
So
here's why. Here is why we do that. Because if someone, let's say, I'm just going to pick a person at random here, Riley.
Come on.
Let's say Riley waits till the last minute to get something done. Let's say it's due on Friday and Riley gets it done on Friday. And it needs to be posted on, or let's say Thursday. Let's say he gets it done on Thursday. It's due on Thursday. It needs to be posted on Friday. He gets it turned in on Thursday, like night. Then I'm like, well, this needs revisions. And now he's going to have to go back and do that. And then I have to deal with it again.
That's right.
Because then he has to send it back to me again to be approved. So that's why we do them 3 days ahead of time, so that if you send it to us on Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday,
right,
then that way we can look at it and be like, all right, this needs to be revised, and you have time to get it done. So I'm not up at 9 o'clock at night. There was one night that I was up till 11 o'clock at night.
Baby, I'm right there with you. I was up till midnight. Same night. No.
Same night. You have no idea.
No, we have a great team, and everybody does a good job. And part of it is we want to perform well for everybody. And I know you guys are like that in your businesses as well. That they just mean so much. The client, the customer, the person that you're working for just means so much, and you want to go above and beyond. But you also have to protect yourself with some boundaries. And as long as we respect one another, I think life is going to be good.
Oh yeah,
right?
my boundaries were for coworkers but I've
shut the door.
I've extended that to clients too, because I'm like, I'm not going to answer texts at 5 a.m.
We're still new. We're in the new year, right? I think we've already celebrated with the first podcast. Yeah, 2023. But I just, you know how I am with that feel good statement. That's something to walk away with. You have anything today? Or?
I actually do. You ready?
Oh, nice. Are you going to end it, or can everybody throw a little something?
Anyone can do anything they want to.
What do you have?
Free country.
I already said mine, but I'll say it again.
Yeah.
You have to show up before your inspiration shows up.
Show up before your inspiration. Like on site to be inspired.
Yep. You can't wait for inspiration to show up. You need to show up before it shows up.
Right. What do you think, Roberto?
I think I need a little bit of explanation.
Yeah.
I like it. I get it. I get it.
So like say you're writing a book, you have to sit down and start writing before
sometimes
inspiration shows up.
Oh, so it's kind of like the determination and motivation kind of thing.
Right.
Where motivation is temporary because you can be motivated by anything, but determination, that's permanent.
Right.
Okay. I'm on board.
Yeah. I had a little something. I had something comparable. What was it? Something about go to bed. What was it? Dedicated so you wake up with fulfillment. What was it? I used it one time in a meeting.
I think
it was
you need
really
to go
good.
to bed so you can.
I need to go to bed. Hey guys, I'm on the Daniel fast again. I only did this in January.
The Daniel Lopez fast.
Not the Daniel Lopez fast.
We're all terrified.
It's the Daniel fast. So no meat, no alcohol.
Caffeine.
Look what order I'm doing this. No caffeine, no salt, no.
God, that sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Essentially what I'm living off of now, fruits, vegetables, and nuts.
Can someone
that explains it all. And
can
water.
someone send Daniel an email and ask him why he decided to come up with this
Ask
fast?
JC and all those folks back in the
apparently
day.
Jacob's friends with him on Facebook.
I saw pictures of him 10 years ago.
Very confused. All right, go back around the table, and by the time you get back to me, I'll have my quote because I love this one.
Go.
I don't have a quote.
Well, give us something of
that
interest.
is my quote. I don't have a quote. So 10-4, I don't have a quote.
Tell me something inspiring.
Chelsea.
Oh, wait. Oh, Nike. I see.
They collabed.
He said, "Just do it, bro."
Oh my gosh! I tried so hard, Rob.
I was like, Chelsea,
but in the
Nike,
end,
they
it doesn't even matter.
Oh, say it again.
No, I was a Linkin Park.
I heard the ending. I was like, hold on, say it again.
Mine is we're gonna crush Wall Street. What? No, we're gonna crush the hedge funds. That was what mine was.
That's a good one.
We're gonna crush the hedge funds.
We're gonna hedge the hedge funds.
Okay. Here it is. No, this is not it.
She's looking it up.
Dang it.
It's because she didn't have one.
You know what? I did. I so did. But it's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait till the next podcast. So I'll definitely deliver then. I promise I will. That's the cliffhanger.
Here's what we can do
Just
is
wait.
you can record it later and then we'll put it as ADR underneath the Growing Media logo.
Let's not. Let's just force them to watch the next one.
Just wait and be patient.
Just wait, be patient. Look at that.
Avoid Maryland.
No, that's been done.
That was so 2022.
Yeah, bro.
Dude. Thanks for joining us. You know where to find us, all those platforms and all these social channels and all that good stuff. Bye.
Bye.